What's up, guys? Welcome to a new series. I recently saw someone play this game Out of Ore, and I watched one episode and decided to buy the game. Not because the episode was that interesting, actually, but the gameplay seemed interesting, and I bought it and I started playing it, and then I realized I should really record it. And then I realized the worst factor about this game is that the main component to this game is the worst machine in Farming Simulator. Everyone struggles, at least in the beginning, everyone struggles with the forklift and the front loader and getting things onto trucks, and that is basically what this entire game is about. But don't take my word for it. Let's jump in and make some memories. So for this, I only know how. Well, first off, we're gonna play on Scandinavia, but I only know how to do hardcore, which I find interesting because, or I find good because, well, fuel consumption on high. That's what I'm used to. XP gains being fast. About it. Interest rate, well, we're not going to take a loan, so that's solved. Breakdowns, I don't know anything about. Don't know anything about them. So that'll be interesting. You are or. Yep, you are or. Makes a lot of sense. It's wonderful to pronounce, and there's more vowels than consonants. Pretty interesting. Anyways, let's start game. And I think I have a spot in mind that I'd like to set up shop. It isn't the one that I started previously. That way I get new motivation and don't question myself too much. Anyways, before we go there, what I'm thinking I want to do is quickly check a setting. That one. Okay, and we're gonna quickly check this. Awesome. Maybe. Computer struggle. All right, computer struggling a little bit. We're gonna continue here. Maybe we just like go out this way. See what's out here. Westward. Washington. This is the type of game that I'm like, maybe I should be, chopping trees on my way. So we need the timber eventually. So it would be kind of good of us to, Of course, then we're getting off track because I'm looking in different directions and moving. I'm yelling timber. Oh, this can be a little ways. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure how well this OBS is angry, I think. I don't even know if it's recording right now properly. But we're gonna run with it, and hopefully it is. So, you may notice that there are some darker patches in certain areas, and there are some lighter patches in certain areas. I believe this is like pay dirt versus non-pay dirt, but this dirt has ores under it. So we should be standing in a fairly hay dirt area, right? We do have a lot of stuff over here that we may dig into in the future. I don't want to start on a flat ground. I want to start kind of on a hillside. Unless this is... What's this down here? This is kind of neat. Yeah, you know what? I think this is our area. We almost settled for a little less. Just go ahead and clear out a little bit here so we can see what we're working with. Can't get that one. Smaller saplings you can't really get as well. Yeah, you know what? I really enjoy being surrounded by hillsides. It also means that we could put like a fire watchtower uphill. That is something that we will talk about later, though. Not this episode. There are quests in this game, and one of them is to put a fire watch on a hill. Or well, technically you don't need to do it on a hill, but why wouldn't you? Let's just go ahead and get rid of this, maybe. There we go. We do have all the slow tools right now, which is fun. Drop you. So yeah, this gives us a little area to start working in. Yeah, this will be good. This will be good. Let's try and get rid of this last one here. All right, first things first, we're gonna need a loader. And I'm thinking we're gonna go with the cheaper option here, because that would be basically all of our money. And then for factory, we need it's in conveyors. It is conveyors. We need a big hopper. We need a small solar panel, input 1, singular wire, I'm thinking a 4x4 will do. Do a storage silo. Oh, I'm in conveyors. That's why I'm not finding the thing we want. I'm thinking a wash plant. It'll send everything into the storage rather than holding it onto itself, which means we only have one place to go and loot things from. Get that guy. And I think that will get us what we need in the interim. Oh, we also want not vehicles, buildings, workbenches. We want a wood bench. It's us to 9K, which is good. We could purchase the small wash plant in the interim, but I feel like I may be forgetting something, so let's hold off on that for now. Let's get our big hopper down. I'm thinking, well, let's get it to grid build. This way, just a little. You know what? That'll work. Maybe. Let's oh, I'm forgetting the fuel tank. That would be a good one to get. This guy. Okay, for right now, let's I'm just gonna bury it into the hillside. That'll work. Let's chop some trees here. Can we put you down? Just a little. I know it being in the ground doesn't make a whole lot of... Oh, that is definitely not what I meant to do. Being in the ground doesn't look good. But the lowerness will help us greatly. Next, let's see if I can actually drive a tractor today. Definitely gonna have to clear out a good amount of trees on both sides of this. Okay, okay. Okay, we're gonna zoom in some more, slowly, of course. Down more, angled just a little bit more. So there we scooped it up. Then we can dump here. Interesting that that just like cleared everything out from around it. I kind of like it because it's exactly what we wanted to have happen. Let's get this lowered again. Okay, that's not really working that well. Let's get things a little lower there. Oh, you know what? I gotta move that tank again because we forgot that power thing has to go there, huh? Wow, this is a wonderful view, Kyle. Alright, you know what? That's it. Tree's getting cut. Yay, tier 2 laborer. Just what I always wanted to be. Hello? Oh, I wasn't close enough. Really? Definitely felt close enough that time. Oh, there we go. I'm not muted still, right? Okay, yeah. that quickly panic. Okay, so we got rid of most of the trees over here. I'm thinking these two might go. Might be a third one hiding here. And a fourth one hiding, actually. I think that'll be good. Let's get these 3 here, 4 here. And that gets us better viewing here. This guy's got to move. So I think right there will work. We'll get... Oh, wrong way. There we go. That guy set up right there. And we'll eventually fix the floatiness issue. Get these two guys and that guy. Those guys down next. The power goes into here. We connect it with a cable from there to there. We can put a workbench here. Right next to all of the electricity. Now, the wash plant and whatnot is going to go up yonder. Got the down one again. Hate it when I do this. We don't need you. We want an upper, not a downer. There's... Go up 8 by 6. Let's, you know what? Could just use an elevator. Alright, so we gotta clear out more over there. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and make sure this gets turned on. Oh, but is that just gonna dump everything then? Let's not turn it on. And are we getting pay dirt? No, we're getting regular dirt. Oh, there is some pay dirt. Some. Not a whole lot, but that's alright, because we're only getting started. And let's actually, destroy this in the meantime. Gonna work on getting this area cleared out. And because we're working on the slope, that's the only reason we're really using the parking brake so much. I don't want accidental rolling. Right there, that's all just down roll hilling. Down roll hilling, downhill rolling. Alright, we're gonna go left a little bit more this time. Ooh, no rolling this time. Down a little bit more, I think. Yeah, right in there. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Up. Park it. Fill it back in. First mishap. It was bound to happen eventually, right? Okay. Alright, so we've taken care of the wash plant area. We still have our silo to go in, and I don't want any part of it. Well, I don't want the majority of it to be dug in. This guy's really struggling. Might have to go just mine it out by hand. Alright, I'm gonna take a break and I'll be right back. Better. That being said, let's throw that dirt back in there. I realized that I should probably get this in here. Like we make 100 beams. What? No. 100 beams, and we'll make the rest into planks. So it takes 2 planks and 2 beams to make a floor, but 5 beams to make a block. We'll use the blocks to sort of give this support and definition. And then we'll use the floors eventually to build with, honestly. Ultimately. Not honestly, ultimately. I did have a mishap where I accidentally dug into the ground. I'm not sure if I caught that on video or not. But ultimately, I do want to dig this way. There we go. And if I can't see, okay. Alright. With that shovel in, begin where we want to dig over here. It looks like we want it down a little bit more. That's alright. I hear the workbench moving. I'm going to turn on the solar panel and the input here. Which is then going to charge all of this. Start running it. And that's going to wash it, and then all the resources will end up here. We're already getting gold. Now, a lot of what we had was just regular dirt, not pay dirt, so we're not going to get a whole lot of resources from this, but we will get some resources from it. Let's be here. Lower it to what seems like the ground. I think right in there will work well. We're just gonna head this way. Or not. Tilt it just a little bit more. We are slowly grinding that down. That's one crazy hole that just randomly appeared there. Okay. What? This really needs to stop happening. It's the second time now. Looks like it's packing pretty well, though. Okay. Let's fix our bucket here. start going this way into the hillside. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Let's do another pass here. Low fuel, let's go stop there and get our fuel real fast. There we go, and fill full. Where are we? There we are. Actually worked pretty well. Still a little bit of a slope, but not too bad one. So yeah, we've got a little bit of a setup here. Let's do one more load. I think that'll be good. Do really need to get rid of that bump that's right there. With the tractor being angled and everything, it makes it a little more difficult to do. Okay, so you're almost done with your dirt, and unfortunately most of it is just dirt. Though we do have some other stuff there. Which is good. Now, something we want in here is workbenches and the small wash plant. Of course, we are too broke to get it, so instead we're gonna get out of that screen, hopefully. We're gonna get our coal and our dirt. Now, something that I want to do in the future is to make it so we have to haul the dirt somewhere. I don't want to be selling dirt for the profit in this game. Dirt makes you a lot of money in this game, and we can see this by what we've made so far is worth 7,000. Well, almost 8,000, really. This, on the other hand, $300. Now, given we didn't mine that much coal, we'd be mining a lot more coal if we dug this way, but we don't want to dig that way, we want to dig this way. Of which... I'm not sure how much money we're going to make digging that way. We might want to dig this way. Hey, what a concept. But ultimately, like, I don't want dirt to be our main profit margin. I want it to be ore, because that's the name of the game, right? Sell your ore. So if we just take this in here. Let's line this up better. Great. And we dump. Are we looking here? Nope, still just dirt. Okay. This tractor is also very weak, so upgrading our tractor eventually is going to be an amazing thing to do. Alright, let's go and be over here and dump this. Still just dirt. Okay. We do have a few other things here that we could start processing. So what we're going to look at is getting that wash plant that I looked at earlier right there for 7,200. Now our wash plant we're going to put up right over here just for the funsies of it. And we're going to get not in there. We're gonna get our ruby and our diamond ore. And we're gonna put those in here, increase this upwards, and just queue those up. So eventually over time, just like the workbench is working on our timber, we will be working on diamonds and ruby processing over here. How is this going? 57 wood beams already. Wow. We're just gonna let that keep going and search for more pay dirt, hopefully. I'm wondering if we shouldn't have set everything up on this side and dug that way. I'm hitting that like section right in the middle every time, but not actually digging it out. Oh, parking brake's still on. Really? What are you? What is your malfunction? Alright, let's just flatten this out a bit. Get this unloaded. Okay, we come back from over here and we lower this. Okay, right in there needs to be lowered, and there's a bump right in there. Alright, let's look at our slope here. Thank you, wash plant, for allowing me to zoom in under you. We are still digging in, but we're not flat yet, which is kind of annoying. None of that was caught. That looked a lot better than previously. Still just dirt. Collecting a lot of dirt. Oh. Okay. That was fun. Just pack this down one more time. Why not? After all, we're clearly struggling just to make level ground. I'm digging that way so that we can turn around over here and go that way. Seems kind of backwards, but really that's actually the point, is to go backwards. Again, looking a lot better. Do a few more from this direction. Okay, am I right in assuming? Oh, that's pay dirt. We're making things. We're making things, guys. We're making things. Ooh, and oh, it's already like quadruple what we had previously in gold. It's an easy another $1,000. Oh, right there, yeah, that little gray patch ahead of us. Let's try and get a little bit more of that and dirt to the right of that. What just happened? Oh, hey. Got a little aggressive there. Alright, how are we looking? Oh, that's a lot of pay dirt. Looking good. Our resources are now going up, which is fantastic. We're gonna borrow this coal. We're gonna borrow the diamond and ore. Sorry, ruby. Want to get the diamond and ruby processing. We want to take what we have so far. We're gonna sell the coal with the diamond and ruby, letting us get 12,000. We need 15,000 with that. So let's continue for just a little bit longer. My goal is to get that smelter. Okay. Now, that was not what I meant to do, but I do kind of want to take off this top layer, so let's just do that and then lose it all. Great. Now my question is, can I keep this going with over here? Not nearly as easy, but it did look like it was kind of working. Okay. Unintentional, but works. Sorry about the weird camera angles, everyone. This may end up being a game where I like update you guys on progress rather than like actual gameplay. Simply because I could imagine like a lot of people could just be nauseous from watching me drive a tractor. And some of you could be yelling at me for the way I drive a tractor. That being said, it does work pretty well, how I drive a tractor. Probably use better tools to drive with rather than just mouse and keyboard. Yeah. I'm gonna take that. See how much that gets us. Okay, not enough, really. We are just building silicon and gold, which is useful. And that's gonna take some time. We have some diamond here. Ah, good. We have enough. Means we can end the episode soon. Now, this guy wants to be more complicated. Let's put our hot liquid smelting fire bit right next to the fuel tank. Let's walk under the tractor and get to the golden silicon. We're going to come back to the smelter underneath the tractor over the fuel tank and toss this stuff in here. We're going to max that out. We're going to go with silicon and then some gold. And that's going to process into bars of each of those types, which is going to allow us to get more money, basically. And we can eventually put the smelter into our process here so that the bars are automatically smelted. However, we can't do that with the gems. For whatever reason, it does not allow us to do that. Or we don't have the tools yet to do so. Oh, sorry guys. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. If you liked the episode, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, guys, take care. I've been your host, Kman180. Bye.